Good morning, students. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome back to your biology class. We are running the chapter The Life Processes. Before vacation, we have discussed about several life processes. What are the life processes? And we have started the digestive system as well as the autotrophic and heterotrophic nutrition. So let's have a recap. Welcome back to the science class, students. In the previous biology class, we talked about autotrophic nutrition. Now, this is the time for understanding heterotrophic nutrition. These are of three types: saprophytic nutrition, parasitic and holozoic mode of nutrition. Hetero means different. That means depending upon others for food. In case of saprophytic, the organism obtain food from dead and decaying organic matters. Example, bacteria and fungi. In the second mode, that is very interesting, parasitic mode of nutrition, kind of mutual relationship between two different organisms. In this case, one organism obtain food from the other without killing or doing any harm. Like mosquitoes require blood as their food or nutrition, and so that they are parasites of all domestic organisms. And tapeworm is also a very important example of parasitic mode of nutrition, living in the digestive system of different domestic organisms. So tapeworm are also parasitic or parasite. They perform the parasitic mode of nutrition. And the last one is the most advanced and modified mode of nutrition, that is the holozoic mode of heterotrophic nutrition. This process involves 4 distinct steps, like ingestion, that means the intake, the digestion, that means the breakdown of food, absorption and assimilation, that means the proper utilization of the food, simplest form of food, by the cells and tissues respectively. And these are the most advanced procedure performed by the higher animals, including the human being. So what is the difference between autotrophic and heterotrophic nutrition? In case of autotrophic, green plants, as the example, can produce their own food. They do not depend upon others for food. But heterotrophs are basically dependent upon green plants for food. So this is the basic difference between autotrophic and heterotrophic mode of nutrition. In the previous class, we understood the ingredients to produce the food or the photosynthesis process. Now, in case of animal nutrition, we will talk about the holozoic nutrition steps and the associated organs situated in the body are the part of digestive system. Look at the diagram. The first one, that is the mouth, or in case of biology it is also termed as buccal cavity, and it is the first part of the digestive tract, and intake of food occurs here. Now teeth are the masticating organ, that means it helps to break the food. And tongue is a muscular structure used for tasting the food and movement of the food inside the mouth for proper breakdown by the teeth. Now, salivary glands are also very important organs here. They produce the saliva. Saliva is a fluid or liquid structure secreted by the salivary glands present inside the buccal cavity or the mouth, and saliva contains some enzymes. Enzymes actually help to break down the food. So salivary enzymes mainly including salivary amylase, that actually break the starch and produce the simple sugar. Starch is the complex form of sugar that we take as our dietary main food source, but starch is first broken down into simple sugar inside the mouth by the help of salivary amylases. Okay. So now children, look at the picture. You can see the location of mouth salivary glands inside the mouth. Salivary glands are of three types basically found inside the body of human, like parotid glands, sublingual glands and submandible or submaxillary glands. Okay. Now the next food pipe that we are very familiar with, that is the tubular structure and known as esophagus. Esophagus actually a tubular structure that take the food from mouth and it actually pass the food into stomach by a specific movement known as peristaltic movement. Esophagus is a muscular organelle or muscular tube-like structure that involves a special type of movement, and that movement actually responsible for transporting the food from the mouth to the stomach. So esophagus is very important. Esophagus do not contain any enzymes. There is no digestion procedures occur in the esophagus. Esophagus is mainly responsible for transporting the food along with the saliva into the stomach, and the responsible important movement inside the esophagus is known as peristaltic movement, a typical muscular movement. Okay. Now the most important part or chamber of digestion is our stomach. Stomach is a large organ and it can expand when food enters inside the stomach. Stomach contains several gastric glands that secrete different kinds of products. In case of any physiological system, whenever or anywhere glands are present, glands always secrete something very essential. And in this case, gastric glands secrete gastric juice, and that juice is a mixture of three distinct types of important ingredients to break down the food, that is the hydrochloric acid or HCl, pepsin, that's an enzyme, and mucus. So what is the function of or what is the importance of having a strong acid inside the stomach? Actually it kill the harmful bacteria present inside the food, and some enzymes perform their action in the acidic or basic medium, and the enzymes here, pepsin, performs their action inside the acidic medium only. So HCl provides that acidic medium so that pepsin can work. Pepsin break down the proteins into amino acid. We all know that proteins are the complex form or combined with several amino acids. So pepsin is the main important enzyme that present inside the stomach and produce the amino acid. And